Hey everybody, PSV60 back for a quick bonus update. We've gotten most of the weapons in the game, so we're not going to spoil any of them in multiplayer mode anymore. You get 3 different multiplayer options, as well as a weapons customization, which just really lets you turn specific weapons on or off if you think they're too powerful or something like that. None of them act exactly the same as they do in single player, but we'll see that when we get to it. For now, let's just jump into a game. Let's go into frag tag. In here, we could pick what level we want to jump into. None of them are particularly different. What textures we want so we can change the look of it. If we want to set a time or tag limit. Crosshairs to help with aiming, and how fast we want everyone to move. Let's just pick a random level and jump in. To our character select screen. We can play as Joshua or Adon. Cancelled boss. One of the flesh eaters. One of the Perlin juggernauts. An entrail, Fireborn, I guess one of the programmers, the campaigner, and Talset from Turok 1, as well as a raptor. Let's go for a campaigner.
Give up while you still can.
Now there are individual strengths and weaknesses as far as the player goes, and we've just been turned into a monkey. This is what frag tag is. Randomly, one player will become the monkey. You gain points for killing the monkey, and you lose points for dying as the monkey. First person to get to whatever the tag limit is wins. The monkey also cannot go above 20 health. Now, when we are the monkey, what we want to do is look for these teleporter-looking things that you saw briefly there. If we jump into them, we're returned to our regular character state. Now, who we pick to play as does actually matter. It's not like GoldenEye where you had Oddjob and then you had Jaws was huge and then everybody else was pretty much exactly the same. Picking the different characters, you have different movement speeds. You have different jumping abilities, which is kind of tied into your movement speed, different max healths, and some of the characters can regenerate their health. We have the same 2-weapon wheel system set up that we had in Turok 1. So let's maybe take a look at some of the weapons, like this assault rifle. That's pretty new. Or at least it's a new model. It acts exactly like the Mag 60 did. Our Scorpion launcher is down to 1 rocket instead of 3. And as far as I know, it does not lock on. The grenade launcher is pretty much the same. It does seem to fire grenades a little bit faster. Firestorm cannon has no startup on the barrel spinning. It just fires as soon as you start pressing the button. The charge dart rifle has the properties of the charge dart, but bounces around like the Shredder's explosive rounds. I think it's a nice improvement, at least. And there's one of the ones I'm missing. The plasma rifle acts the same, except it shoots out a little ball instead of a beam. I don't really know why they made that change. Maybe to save on resources, since there's potentially 4 players playing at the same time. At the very least, you can still snipe with it. I don't know why you would necessarily want to, because maybe it's just because I'm bad with aiming on the fly. But sniping in this game, in multiplayer, just seems like it's kind of a death sentence. You have noticed I'm playing by myself. And that is because I could not find anyone to play with me, and since this is the N64, can't really run this over the internet. Let's take a look at our cerebral bore. This one's pretty much exactly the same, except you only get 1 bore as a maximum. That's because this is pretty much a one-hit kill. And they don't want to give you multiple one-hit kills. That would be extremely unbalanced. They also needed to move all of the guns, if you've noticed, a little bit further to the right, so that they're more out of the way. Let's take a look at some of the other modes, though. If we go into Bloodlust, it's just regular deathmatch. They do have different levels in between Bloodlust, as well as the frag tag. Again, the level names don't really seem to imply much of what the level's going to be like. Let's pick somebody different this time. Let's pick the Raptor. The Raptor's quite different. The Raptor just kind of seems like he's having a slap fight. Get away! Stop it! That's enough of that. Now, we just picked up a weapon that we can't use, because the Raptor does not have thumbs. This is your only attack as the Raptor, this weird little slapping thing. The Raptor, however, is extremely fast and can jump really huge distances. Like that platform over there, we do a diagonal jump, and we can make it. I would say playing as the Raptor is a little more fun, but you're not going to hit anything unless you can get close to them. Thankfully, the Raptor speed lets it close the distance pretty easily. And that's pretty much all of multiplayer. None of the levels really look different enough that I would really need to show them off. They all kind of look like the first levels that I'd ever made in the Unreal Tournament editor, which is not particularly good. One thing I was curious about, though, is the Fireborn fireproof? No, it is not. Oh well. I'll leave you with a glorious sound clip from the cancelled boss. Enjoy.
I impress myself.